Hey! This is the Rambulator. I've been waffling Transformers all morning. I've got the day off. Unintentionally got the day off. Because there's no work on. Not worried about it at all. I'm wearing a t-shirt with Decepticons on, but I've squeezed it over my enormously fat body that I've just ended up with over Christmas. Gonna have to do a bit of skating to work that off. Apparently, nearly every day of the week is now set up as a day. Saturday Night Fever, Shitbot Sunday, Girl Walk Wednesday, and apparently today, and I don't know when this happened, but apparently it's a thing, it's Movie Thursday. Ed started it. Bubble Jumper 82. He's the motherfucker with a man cave. Oh, I'm so... I actually had a conversation with Dad about how if I had the opportunity to utilise that space, I would actually custom build the end wall of that room as shelves from top to bottom. And I'd have holes up through one edge so you could have plug sockets come down through, and I'd use LED tape. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that to that, and I'm going to buy another one of those on the 1st of February, and I'm going to put warm white LED tape on the top back section of each of them, a daisy chain of wire that goes behind and drill little holes. So if I plug it in, I've got a downlight on each level of the shelf, which I'm going to do downstairs in the living room. Because obviously in the living room it's a bit different because it's not quite so Tave's toys, but a bit more showy off because there's going to be other people that see it. So I figured by having a really nice light display on it, it'll stop people from sort of picking it up and fucking with it too much if they're not me. Oh my god, got toys out again. I got all my Unicron trilogy, Energon toys. Energon Optimus Prime and its trailer and... It's Movie Thursday. This might be a little bit difficult because I've not played with it a lot. It cost me a ton of money for what it is. It cost me a shitload of stupid sexy money. But I had the barricade, which also cost me too much money. But I had the barricade, so I had to have... Because of that scene in the film where they're going to fucking shoot Bumblebee's head off. And they laugh about just slaughtering people and kill Q, and there's just this quintessential little bit of, in my opinion, Decepticon tomfoolery that you haven't had in any other visual medium for me. I know Overlord was different in Last Stand of the Wreckers, but I'm not a comics guy, I'm a cartoon and that sort of thing guy, and you just don't see hatred of that ilk coming out of Decepticons enough. So I had to have it. It does come with a Dylan Gould. It does come with a little Laserbeak which sits on his arm, both of which are safely in a box in Mum and Dad's loft. So I won't be talking about those. There is a gentleman in America that's taken this toy and painted all of the outer skin in Mercedes silver, and I'm not sure I've got the balls to do it. I'm not sure I can tape it up well enough to paint it and have it look good in both modes, because obviously you would still have a lot of the under kibble and a lot of the robot parts in the original grey and not the beautiful silver. But we shall see. It's a Mercedes SLS. It's the car that they speak. It's the car that they basically blatantly plugged in Dark of the Moon. It's a 6.3 litre 2-seater weapon. It's a missile. It's a fucking awesome car. But what it is an absolutely mind-bogglingly good alt mode. I'm doing it slowly because of all the alt modes that I ever get to show off. This one really is absolutely a cut above. It's fantastic. The only panel line that really does my head in is the one that goes across the bonnet here, which you have to sort of shut your face and forgive. You know, nothing's perfect. It's got Superior written on the back because Soundwave Superior. Not in my opinion, G1 sucks. Should we make it a robot? Oh God, not done a video in a while. Last video was really kind of, and I still feel a bit kind of, and I described to someone at hockey last night that in the UK, and you Yanks won't really get this, but in the UK there's an advert for an anti-constipation pill, which is hilarious, where a lady's just eating food, but she doesn't eat the food with her mouth, she just chucks it in a handbag, and after a couple of days, the handbag's just full up with junky food. I'm a handbag that's full of junky food. I hate myself at the moment. There's this big wallowy soft bit in the middle, which 2 months ago really wasn't there, and I'm going to have to do an awful lot of work to get rid of it, really. That's fine, because get my ass off hockey. I do like 4 hours a week at hockey now, and I'm going to run on Monday nights with the Dean, maybe. Knees hurt. I've got to wear knee braces, and it's just shite. Transformers YouTube community. The Transformers YouTube. You can find it by going on my page and clicking the link on there. Just come and say hello. We've had another dickhead. We've had another argument. Not a dickhead. We've had another argument. But someone was delicate about something that they didn't like and was presented the opportunity to no longer be part of it because we all felt that we didn't want to change. I think that's the fairest way that I can say that. And I stick by it. Because I say fuck. I say fuck. And I say bugger. And I've used the C word from time to time. And any website where Wolfgang1 is posting, if you're afraid of the odd swear word, you can't watch it. Just pick your battles, go where you want to be. And if this is where you want to be because there's the odd grown-up word, then fade into the background gently, because the rest of us are having a fucking blast. This is a car, let's make it a robot. Before I do that, if you open, look, Human Alliance toys. This is the best of them. Look inside there. Look at the dashboard on it. It's just fucking ridiculous. I've got to fat the seats up, silly sod. It's got seats. Of course it has to have seats for Dylan Gould to sit on, but seats and pegs in the back so you can put little dudes in there. The beginning of the transformation for this is very, very similar to the barricade. You can watch my barricade one on my channel. It's the front video on my channel because it's got like 18,000 views or something ridiculous, and who knows why. What's the common denominator? Why has that video got so many? I think it's because at the time no one could get them in the UK and I spent a fortune on one to get one. We're going to... Tired, I've been slouching around all day. I need to get my ass into something. I'm in the middle of a music project. I'm going to put that on later, but I don't want to wake everyone up and make too much noise. Take all of this stuff at the sides and just start wiggling. Yeah? You're going to fold these bits underneath like that. They're on strangey hinge. I'm not really going to push them too far for the moment because you've definitely got to go in a fairly specific order for this toy. So take all of that stuff, and can you see the blue bits underneath the Decepticon badges that were the glowy blue bits that he's got in this? It's supposed to be speakers. It's okay, but it's not brilliant. But you've just got to be a bit vicious with some of this stuff, and you've got to split it all apart like that. There we go. Right, we're all separated. Now we're going to these bits here fold out. So you've just got to be a little bit brave. Fold those seats back down because they're really going to start clattering into stuff. There. And look, as I'm pulling, all of this is coming apart. I broke this once. I snapped one of the doors off and I had to work out how to put it back on. Shit my pants. Wish I'd done it on video. So we're going to start rotating. It's complicated. You ready? You rotate the doors like that. And then you're going to move all of this stuff up and out. But you need to get... where are we? La, 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 la. All of that stuff. So that's going to fit. I've only just done him once and he's already being a pig. And yes, I really ought to play with my toys more before I do stuff. forgot a bit. This bit here folds all the way over the top like that, folds all the way over the top like that, and then the door piece folds back like that. Leave it flapped up for the moment. I'm going to do that over here because this is all moving plastic out the way. This is a waffly one, isn't it? You've got to get all the plastic out the way before all the other bits all work. It's all coming together. So that's the bottom of the arm there. You've got a hinge there. I'm going to do articulation now as we're going through. This bit that was where the seats are is actually a thumb. That's where the seat was, look, it's now a forearm. And then if you take these bits here and lift, you've given him a hand. Give the man a hand, Robocup. So we're going to do all of that junk and get it all out the way in a minute. If you'll forgive me, I've got to try and work out how to do this bit. The bumper of the car will twist out, you'll grab it and you'll pull it forward and you'll move it to the centre of the toy. You'll grab it and move it out, you pull it forward to the centre of the toy. They will angle down on their own because that's how the hinge works, giving you the chest. Might paint in the Mercedes badge silver on the top of that. That's going to make it look extra specially sexy. These bits, I've decided, are probably going to be flapping up the wrong way now, aren't they? So I've done that. I've got to do that. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to fight with this and get it right. So that goes out like that. And then that goes out. Ah, I knew. See, I knew. You can see there's that bit there. That's a whole hinge. So that has got to go like that. Like that, which puts the arm on the other side, which means I can now take that, fold that up onto there, where there's a lovely pleg, and it'll click in. I knew it! I knew if I sat and played, I would get there in the end. So where's the silver bit? So we're going to go, you've got the chromey bit there, pull that, move that all the way around there, and like that. And there we go. So it's backwards, and then you're going to take that on that peg and that slot, push that together like that, and I think this is why this toy didn't get a mainstream release. It's really fucking complicated. Ooh, pain in the ass. Bonnet's there. Take the bonnet, or if you're an American, the hood. Pull it back like that. And then you're going to take all of this junk here on that hinge there. Can you see that? Sting, like that. Then you're going to grab in, get your nails under the head, and push the head up. There's a weak point on this toy. Everything is brilliant, except for the head sculpt. That's shocking. It does, however, go forwards and backwards. It's not sprung loaded. It's not got any light piping. It's got teeth inside the head, which you can, so if I get out of the way, you might be able to see there. It's not very good. It's not very good. Moving on. Going to flap that up against the back to keep all of the backpack tidy. Now we're going to move on to, actually let's finish off. We're going to turn that like that, so these bits are at the side. We're going to take these bits up the top, which were the front of the car, and move these over, just like he's got in the movie. You can fold them absolutely flat. I don't think it looks quite right, so just sort of do them at 45 degrees like that. Do it however you want. If you've got one of these, it's your toy, it doesn't really matter. The wings, the doors do open and that sort of jazz, but I just tend to sort of, you've got to just concertina it up as much as you can and just hide it, because it is really, really some quite serious extraneous junk hanging off the back of the sacrifices. All of this stuff in here is very cool because you've got that bit there, okay? So you're going to fold that up, you're going to fold that down, and then you're going to fold this piece up again, which will give you a torso, much like an alternator's toy or something along those lines. And then there's that little dip in there, which is essentially your port, and then you've got two clips here, so you've got your peg and port. So you're just going to move it all around there like that, and click that in like that. Now, the video that I never put up was about Generation C spray, and it was the video that preceded Moan 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 It's Christmas, or no longer Christmas video, and I said in that sometimes it's just interesting to look where things are in alt mode and see where they end up in bot mode to really appreciate the true joy of a motor car, of a toy, of a transformation. That's the back end. Look how big the back end is. The back end's tiny, okay? I'm going to split that. Okay, going to literally get that in half, pull that round there, that like that, pull that up there, and then we're going to take that blue bit, move that like that, and that silver bit's going to move round, push that up there like that, and this, which was part of the seat mechanism, comes round the back, becomes a heel. Then you turn the leg wrong way round. I'm looking at me, not you. You got one of those hingy points there, so you got up and down, and you got so you move that all around, get the front of the hip around there, and you have ugly feet. They are quite ugly feet, and he doesn't stand particularly well, but you get that at the end of it. It's not the end of the world, but when you consider the size and sort of, it's moderately chunk. It's come out of next to nothing, so let's do that again. So split that, move that over like that, which gives you most of a leg, turn that like that, which gives you a thigh, flip that down, pull the heel down at the back, take the corner of the bumper there, push that forward, bring us a bit of toe in, and now you've got these minky little three-toed wobbly bits that aren't anywhere near enough generally to hold him up. He's a bit of a pig to pose. However, now I turn the arm like that, you've now got glorious grabby hands that have got like fingers and shit going on. Gonna turn that like that, close that up, and that's him, really. Turn that the right way. So now you've got speakers on the top there, you've got these things on here, because he was covered in being Soundwave, he was covered in speakers in the movie, and these all glow blue, which is why it's in this sort of all-spark blue. This was a really expensive toy that you're only really going to like if you like the movies, or if you like complicated bots, if you like proper gratuitous transformations like a Masterpiece Rodimus and stuff like that, you're going to adore this toy. If you like a Classics Hound or a Universe Silverbolt or you know, your Inferno molds and stuff like that, you're going to hate this because it's fiddly as fuck. You just can't pick it up and play with it. You actually got to sit, make a cup of tea, you know, put something on in the background on the telly, Transformers, or just the music channels that are on and that sort of jazz. And make time, because it's great. I've done 2 transformations of it today, which is probably doubled the amount of times I've ever transformed it, and when you think that this came out for Dark of the Moon, it's 2 years old. It's good, I like it. I look like shit. This is SMS number 1, and I've just been chatting shit with Marcus all morning about robots, and I did a review. Big up.